Hello, this is Elemental Hilary from hilaryselementsofhealth.com. I'm going to do a daily guidance for you. I haven't done one in a couple days, I think, because I am super behind in homework, and then I realized that I'm still going to just look for guidance from cards probably. Anyway, excuse me, throat chakra clearing. Anyway today, so I decided to do this anyway for you guys, even if it's too late or even if it's brief, but I actually have 5 decks out here. I have messages from your angels. I do not know what's going on with my voice all of a sudden. Art through the Starstream Oracle. Art through the Eyes of the Soul Oracle. And then the 2 Seven Sacred Flames and Telos decks from the Lemurian place. Okay, so let's do it since we're gonna do it. And I don't know why I have 5 decks. But let's get, these are pretty simple. I'm gonna try not to take too long so I can go back to my homework. Let's get the daily guidance from the 7 Sacred Flames. And we're still in Virgo time. It is actually 2 or 3. I have 3 friends whose birthday is today. Happy birthday to all those people out there. Daily guidance for today. And guidance for Virgos. 2 blue flames. That's my flame, peeps. The blue flame of surrender to the will of God. The blue flame of Archangel Michael. The blue flame of emotional healing. The blue flame, that's why I do emotional healing, guys. And if you want to learn emotional processing, just call me and I will teach you over the phone. Or if you need a reading from a chart or from cards, I can do that too. And I really love doing belief processing. It's pretty fun. Okay, so this is the guidance for today for everyone. Believe in the gifts of your divinity. Let your light shine. Develop self-luminosity and let that light become the aura of this earth. So try to remove all the objects, guys. If you know what I mean, this is a pretty deep thing I'm trying to say. Try to remove all the distractions and all the objects of your attention and just put it on the big one. And then deal with whatever needs to be dealt with, because that's a much more simple place. I'm talking to myself, because it's a much more simple place to be, and then you can deal with what needs to be dealt with easier. All of these little objects we let ourselves get distracted with are, they're not, you know, we just have to see. We just have to see that we're just having little addictions and obsessions and distractions in order to... It's actually funny, like, why, you know, why? Because it's comfortable, because we're used to it, because it's a habit. There's all different reasons, right? Let your heart listen, Virgos, to the call of your soul. It is longing for your attention. I cannot exclaim that any more than that already has an exclamation point at the end, Virgos. I know a whole bunch of Virgos right now. I think I've said happy birthday to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people this week. And 2 more in the last Virgo, nope, 3 more in the last Virgo season. You will know your true purpose on Earth, Virgos, at this time of acceleration and evolution. Pay attention, Virgos. Sorry to be like that about it. Okay. Let's get some messages from the Lemurians. From Mount Shasta and the Heart of Love. The heart of higher self-love, guys. So, so sweet. For light workers, to return to full consciousness as a divine being, you must begin to turn the leadership over to the heart. Light workers, heart, heart, heart. Get out of your mind, mind, mind. And allow again the heart to rule rather than the mind. Oh my god, it was like right after I was already saying that about the mind and then I read it. So it's especially right now, especially in this time period. It's especially for the evolution of where a lot of light workers are right now. If you are like me and have been doing spiritual work for 20 years, you could still be outdatedly living in your mind. And I don't mean living in the heart, like as in like, oh, I feel passionate about doing this particular thing right now, so I should do it. That's not what we're talking about, guys. We're talking about feeling your own heart instead of your mind, and just being in the peace of the heart, being in the love of the heart. Feeling loved and giving love, that's it. Okay. I feel like I'm on fire right now. This is good. I think I'm kind of bringing some light into my own situation here today. Okay, what is our message for spiritual seekers? Develop the faith in yourself that you are a master who is capable of co-creating with the universe all that is possible. You guys are so powerful, you have no idea. Don't forget that you're manifesting at every moment what you decide is true. I don't like to tell people to watch their thoughts and to try to manipulate their feelings, because that is unnatural. You have to figure out that your manifestation has to do with your mind trying to control reality. So instead of trying to control, we can manifest by deciding to interpret things positively, to interpret things from a loving way, deciding to feel loved, deciding to feel powerful and to know who we really are, and then deciding to give love and to be in our own power and not let anyone else drag you down. Okay, that was good. Here we go into this subject that I don't like that much right now. Romance and twin flames. Okay, I'm supposed to get a general romance card from this deck. Seek the guide with noble ideals. Listen to your guides about romance, you guys. It's been my guides have been very clear with me lately. It's really endearing. It's really like awesome, actually. And life can be weird. It can be not linear. Sometimes it's like, well, why did all that happen to me if that wasn't supposed to happen? You know, it's not linear like that. Everything is happening for a reason, and we won't know until the very end. There was this movie I watched last night that what was it called? Oh, it's the Marigold Hotel, where the Indian guy says all the time, if it's not all right yet, then it isn't the end yet. Everything will be all right in the end. And it actually is true, you guys. It actually is really true. Not in the sense that you will get everything you think you want right now, but it really will be all right in the end. Your evolution continues so much, so fast. I mean, every month is like a different universe for me. And how come Brian's candle's already out in my altar already? I do not know. I do not understand that. Okay. So, let's go on with Twin Flames. I almost don't even want to do a card for Twin Flames right now, because there's a big thing going on with the feminines where they really need to just really be okay by themselves right now, you guys. And, I don't know. I've really transcended the whole concept of Twin Flame right now, because it's all true. It's not untrue, but there's a greater truth than that, which is that, you know, you might be here just for, I mean, I think pretty much if you're watching this, you're here for spiritual evolution. That's the reason why you came to this life. It wasn't to be with your twin flame. If you were just supposed to be with your twin flame necessarily, you could do that in another dimension. And I'm not saying that you're not supposed to be with your twin flame in this dimension, but if you're here for spiritual evolution, then you have to be strong. I just looked at that. I just found it. Because I'm like, now I'm looking at all the other rocks to see if I've got other messages in there. But you have to be strong because, I don't mean that be strong in the sense of like pushing away people and just protecting yourself and being in your ego and rigid in the way that you think. I mean, actually the opposite of that. I mean that you have to be strong in the sense that if you came here for spiritual evolution, that is your number one goal, and that is what you're supposed to be doing right now. Hands down, I'm sorry to be hardcore about it. That is how I'm hearing it when I'm channeling right now. And that has been the apparent truth many other times, but especially right now. Okay, this message is for twin flames. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayers, and meditation. This kind of actually backs up what I just said, which is that if you're a twin flame, you're here right now in 2020 to be doing spiritual work. It's not about like just trying to get with somebody, guys. So there's a greater cause to the whole thing, and you've got to be doing your spiritual work right now. Okay. What am I doing next? Individual health and world health. Okay. Oh my god. Twin flames are gonna laugh if you're watching this, because I just got Sacred Union. This is really cool though. This was for individual health that I got this card. I asked about individual health. So you have to be united within yourself. You have to feel your own divine feminine and masculine in order to be healthy. You have to feel that peace in your heart and that love, and that God loves you and that you love God. And honestly, the only way that that's been really tangible for me is to have a teacher in the 3D, to have a 7D teacher in the 3D, guys. Twin flames, a lot of the people out there like to say that you should not have gurus and everything should be about uniting with your other half, but actually, uniting with your other half is just about the 3D. If your other half is with you all the time, then your other half needs you to spiritually evolve. And it's hard for us to see our own ego. It's really hard. We have to have something to give ourselves away to. We have to, you guys know that prayer of St. Francis, grant that I may not seek so much to be consoled as to console, that I may give, I may seek to give instead of, well, anyway, there's a whole thing there, right? It's in my book. I could look it up. Maybe I should look it up. But you guys know it. This is Archangel Gabriel. It's about the arts, and it is for world health. So Archangel Gabriel is going to lead us to a better world health system and to the ending of the pandemic. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Whoever's watching, please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. Don't hesitate to do your art. It helps the world health situation. It's really difficult for some of us who are, we are group artists, people who need to do art in a group right now because it's pandemic. We're not able to get together with our groups. That Sacred Union card I'm going to have to read just because it's like, what? Sacred lineage, divine union. If you have sacred lineage, then your individual health is in the hands of your sacred lineage. If you're just faithful, if you just trust that. But I do have to look it up just because it's 44, of course. Angel card. Pray to your angels for health, for the true, ultimate health of everybody around you. You are made of star stuff. Access the DNA connections to your star family. They are willing to interact with you. Our DNA is like a biological internet. Scientists are finding evidence of alien signals and codes spliced into it. Yes, aliens are real, guys. I like how they finally, I'm not even going to get into it, but, they finally admitted that there were UFOs on the National Security Administration website like 2 years ago. Most people didn't even notice. And now they're finding life on Venus instead of Mars. The man and woman in the painting represent this. They have a lock of hair wrapped around the other, forming the design of a DNA strand. They also represent the Hieros Gamos, or sacred marriage, when sex becomes a conscious ritual of love and divine union between a god or goddess or two human beings. So, for your health, if you are having sex, you need it to be loving. You need to be expressing love, guys. The unification of two inner spirits, opposite in polarity, harmonizes them into a divine or third quality of expression. This is the alchemy of love and inner balance. And being totally in balance between the two halves of yourself is what true health is. And I feel like it is happening. Like, I'm saying it, you know, I'm giving lectures and all that stuff, but I feel like it is happening. I feel like good things are happening, you guys. Good things are happening today. And I'm so glad to have gotten to reach out to you on the internet. I will see you tomorrow, maybe. I might not see you tomorrow because I might be going somewhere and doing my homework, but trying to go far away to see my teacher and be visiting people. But the next day I will definitely be back.